Now I hit the go live button. They're going to see all this. It's funny because it tells us we're going live, but then... Dun, 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 dun,
we're here.
Dun, 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 dun. Nice. Howdy, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Step Into the Portal. We're playing a little Armada Clone Wars today. I'm the Brandt.
I'm Larry.
And
now, we've done this before, but not on stream. Is that correct?
We haven't played it on stream. I unboxed both
on
of these
stream.
on stream for everybody.
And then we played a 400-point game, which we realized, and for those of you at home, to play the 400 standard point game out of the 2 starter boxes for Clone Wars is tough. You have to put in unnecessary upgrades and extra squadrons to really get to that 400 point. So we're going to do a 200 point game today, which definitely is a little more manageable without buying a second starter box for either faction, right?
Yeah. Now, Star Wars Armada is something I've wanted to play for a while. What do you think this game came out, 2016, 2017, something like that?
Yeah, I mean, it came out right around when X-Wing, right? A year after X-Wing?
No, 3 or 4 years after X-Wing. Because that's 2011, 2010 is X-Wing, right?
Is X-Wing that old?
Yeah, do you remember that whole Fantasy Flight thing? And he showed the chart of we were making money and then we made X-Wing.
Oh, right.
And our money went through the roof and it changed everything for them, right? Every company's got that game. Of course, Fantasy Flight was already a company to make a lot of money, but they have a lot of employees.
I felt like Armada slowed down before X-Wing slowed down.
Yeah.
And now they're both picking back up a little bit, playing-wise. I mean, they release new stuff, which is helping pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, had I made a top 10 games new to me in 2020, this would have been really close to the top of the list.
Oh, nice.
I really, really enjoy this game. I like it a lot. Now, Brian would say, do you like it because it's Star Wars? And yes. I get what he's saying. Would you like the game if it wasn't Star Wars? It's no. I like it because it's Star Wars.
You wouldn't even try a game, though.
Right, I'm not playing Wings of War or There's another Armada out there, right, that's
which is,
naval
ships,
right,
which
right,
I might do because I like that.
Sure, but I'm just saying
genre.
I like all these cards and all these kind of things. So,
and you haven't played X-Wing yet, have you?
I mean, I've played it a handful of times when it first came out, basically.
Because X-Wing is also fun in the same ilk as this. Little different, but...
Well, Legion we played a bunch because I think that was the beginning of this year that we started playing Legion, right?
COVID, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just finished the campaign with Mike for Imperial Assault. The only Star Wars game I have not played recently is the LCG.
Ah. And that
I've played
would
Outer
arguably
Rim,
be my favorite.
Yeah.
You played Outer Rim recently.
Yeah, Rebellion.
Right.
So we even played the old TCG that went out of...
That's what we were playing in the beginning.
The trading card game there. So yeah, I mean, I'm just in this mode of I want to play Star Wars games on top of other games that I'm playing just because, like Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was joking around with my wife. So I finished Cobra Kai season 3 this morning.
Oh gosh.
How
many episodes was it?
10, and they're 30 minutes, so it's not bad.
Okay, yeah, so many people I saw finished it.
Yeah, I finished. I was nuts. Christine was laughing at me because I was like a teenager, oh my God, at the end. But
I'm still mid-season 2.
I was watching it going, man, I'd love a board game for this. I'd love a Cobra Kai board game. I'd play it in a heartbeat. But,
yeah, I don't know what the motivation is. I mean, obviously, get your dojos up and running.
Right, yeah, you can do something. Win the tournament.
It's hard to...
Or you have a tournament. Maybe you played over 4 years and you have 4 tournaments or whatever. But for me, it just brings back some weird teenage, right? I remember when I was, 1980, whatever, watching Karate Kid when I was in my late teens going, oh, this was awesome, right?
Yeah.
The music... season 3, they bring back another actor or actress from the original movies. It's just cool. it's good.
Nice.
But same thing with Star Wars. I've been watching Clone Wars now, kind of catching up on that. So, and Mandalorian obviously was awesome.
Yeah. No, Mandalorian was super good.
That I'm waiting for something to hit the game market, right? That would be awesome. Anything in the Mandalorian realm hitting, whether it's an expansion or whatever, would be awesome for any of the Star Wars games. So...
No, it's good. So we'll go down to the table. Yeah, we're playing a 200-point battle. I'm the Separatist. So I should also mention we're playing the Clone Wars. So they had the Empire and the Rebels, and now I'm playing Separatists.
And I'm playing the Republic. I have Obi-Wan Kenobi as my Grand General for my faction. I also chose to go with no squadrons just because we were at 200 points, and I've been curious to see, can you play without a squadron? Or will it be too much of a detriment to me?
Right. We're also playing with no objectives. We're trying to keep a really simple game. So instead of saying, oh, you could score extra points this way, we're just going to blow each other up. and see who kills the most points, which is also a valid way to play. So I don't want to make it sound like we're playing an invalid game. It's just the objectives. We played that last one, it was like this station we had to be around, and it made everybody just run for that. So it definitely changed that up in terms of all that. But yeah, so and then I just got a handful of squadrons. I don't actually have any upgrade cards on mine. Now, when we go down to the table here, you'll see you can't see any of the of our ship cards. So we'll kind of run through that, and we'll have it in the upper corner.
And we'll get them on the table. Like here's an upgrade of mine. Once our ships make their first turn move, we'll be able to put these cards on the mat, I believe.
Yeah, and we'll talk through how those turns go and whatnot. So, all right, bless you.
Thank you.
So here we go. So I have 203 points, and you have 197, I believe.
Yep.
So you get to decide to go first or second.
I will go first.
The game, he's going to go first. So do that mean I set up first?
That means I set up first.
Okay. And the game is 6 rounds, and a round is basically going to be each of our ships activate. And the ships are the bigger ones, and then the squadrons activate, which are these little ones here. And we activate squadrons 2 at a time. I just have 3 basic squadrons. You can take things like I can have General Grievous, who would be in mine. And then that finishes up a round.
That's weird. It doesn't sit on tight.
It might go the other way if you flipped it.
It's the right slot.
Yeah.
It's loose.
Well, some of them only go one way.
No, they all only go one way.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just loose.
Yeah.
But all right, I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna go dead center, right on this asteroid. I'm gonna veer for it.
Yeah. So our mat actually keeps going this way, and we're just kind of playing
3 by 3 because we're at 200 points, so somewhere about here.
So somewhere we're being a little. We weren't when we played before. We were exact. We did setup. We did objectives, but we're trying to show off a little bit more. We want to keep moving, show the game off a little bit more. So there's that piece. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. My ships want to come straight in as well, so I'll put my munificent here. And yeah, and we'll be moving forward, so I can see my ships all the way back here, but it's going to move up, and you'll have plenty of space there for seeing all that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to swap the box to the top corner here. So that's going to cut out a little bit of yours over there, but you don't have a lot of ships, so I think that'll be more helpful. All right. So that's your acclimator. What are these ones called? Jedi counselors or something?
They are the consular class. Yep.
Consular class.
Armed cruiser.
All right. So I've got my munificent comms frigate, and then I'm going to go with my hard cell class transport.
And both my small ships are identical as far as the type I took, and they both have 2 different upgrades on them.
So this one's going to come in right here. And we have to set speeds, right?
Yep, I did that already. 2, 2, 2. All my speeds are 2.
All right, so I'm setting my speeds at 2 as well. I want this one here, but I got to get around that. So I will just put it here, I think. Keep it simple. And I will set that one at speed 2.
I already have my commands out.
Oh, man. He's on it. All right, so then I got to put my squadrons out. So I've got a Vulture class. And I've got a Droid Tri-Fighter Squadron. These are all generic. I have no special characters. Keep that simple. And I've got a Bell-Beloved 22 Starfighter Squadron. So the tricky part without being the Rebels and the Empire is you don't get as much like name recognition on things and whatnot. So
I mean, again, with the name characters, Dooku and,
Yeah, I don't have a commander. Do you have a commander?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, you have Obi-Wan. Okay. All right, so you go first. These squadrons are set on this side, so these are the ones that get to go, and then we just flip that every other round. And our round tokens, I'm actually going to put things here.
Well, I'm going to move my big ship first. I'm going to reveal a command with the fire all weapons button, which I can't do, so guess what? I'll take a token, because that's fine. I was like having that token available. And I'm going to move 2.
So yeah, we set these little command dials that have 4 different spots on them, and we can pick what like command we want to be able to give. The Munificent has 2 command dials. Is your Acclimator 3?
3.
Yeah, so that's more like a Star Destroyer. And then you only pull the top one off the stack. So like his, he has to pick what he wants to do 3 rounds from now. So it makes it a lot less maneuverable in terms of those things. So then you activate your command, then you fire, and you can fire out of 2 sides of your hull.
Correct.
And then you move. So we are not in fire
Nothing's
range.
in range.
Yep.
So I end my turn.
Awesome. So I will go with my Munificent, and my Munificent also gains the fire. So we get these tokens if we can't do the command, and the tokens give us like a much lesser ability. Like what is this one? A reroll, and the other one was an extra die or something.
Yeah, I forget off the top of my head, but
all right. So then my ship can move 2. I bet Larry's a little grumpy because he's not a Galactic Republic fan. He likes the Rebels a lot better.
Rebels and Empire. I like the Empire the most, but all my friends play Empire, so I've, all the games, gone to the Rebels.
These factions, it's just tough when you have factions that have too many ships that you can even ever play with in a match.
Yeah, well, I look behind you and you see all these different Star Destroyers and other,
Yeah, we should for scale.
Like that's the Empire's Chimera.
Yeah, that's a giant ship. So you can see this is where it started in the Republic. And at some point, I'll go grab the Super Star Destroyer.
Yeah, and
we'll show that off.
Yeah, I mean, what's tough, and again, these are great factions generally. Like I actually love my Republic and my Droid and X-Wing. It's just they just came out, so there's just not a lot of options yet. Right. So without a lot of options, you're playing relatively vanilla, which is fine. It's perfect for the stream to show people what the game looks like.
Yeah, and to keep it short, right?
Doesn't give you a lot of options. Like, do I want this ship or this ship? Well, there's only 3 ships.
Yeah.
2, really.
I never thought, too, like some people do battle reports where we could, like, pause, but we're so used to live. We have to, film that, put that together, but it's also interesting for people.
So you moved and went?
Yep.
So I'm going to activate this guy. No, let's activate this guy. He's speed 2. Flip his thing. He's got an engineering, so he's going to actually use the engineering ability now because I may treat my shield values on your right and left hull zones increase by 1 when you recover more shields to those zones. If you do, the number of shields in those zones cannot exceed a maximum of 4. So I'll leave this one at 2, and I'll put this one to 4. And then we're going to move 2. I got a couple of...
Larry's getting whispery.
Uh-oh. This is always confusing to me as to how to do this.
The other side is easier, isn't it? Oh, it just doesn't.
Well, it doesn't. Yeah, it's weird. I still haven't mastered...
No, you're right. That side's easier. Because you're going 2. Are you going to go into that asteroid?
Yeah, I don't want to go into that asteroid, so maybe instead we're going to do this.
It was funny. I was like, I think I remember these ships, but I don't remember exactly. And then I went and watched episode 3, and there's just like 1,000 Munificents over Coruscant right in the beginning. And I was like, oh, right, there they are. But it'll be cool when they make Grievous's ship, the one they crash into the planet at the beginning of the movie. I don't remember that part.
Yes.
That'd be cool. It breaks in half.
That's him. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where they go with these 2 factions, because they have the TV show, which obviously had way more ships, the animated series to choose from,
right?
Because there's only so much, obviously, in the movies.
All right,
and I think they've even gone to books for some of the other games, so who knows where they'll.
I'm gonna go with my hard cell transport, and it can activate squadrons, which allows them to move and fire, but they move 4 and 5. They're still not going to be in range, so I'm going to take a token for them, and I can use that to activate one of them in the future. And then I'm just going to move straight up. I'm just going to figure out that asteroid when I get there. that one is done.
I'll flip this one over. I flip over an engineering token, so I will. There's nothing for me to engineer right now, so I'll take the token.
And it could depend. Like, it's not a game where the first round is just do nothing and move towards each other.
There's a lot of setup in the first round.
It's happening now. Like, usually it gives you one chance to maneuver and react. But that one, you came flying in. We were just on top of each other immediately. And we're playing extremely casually. Which is actually probably a almost preferred way for us to play a lot of things.
Yeah, even our 2-player card games, are casual.
Yeah.
In and of itself, so.
All right. And my other hard cell can also activate squadrons, but again, if I move them up, they'll get to about here, and then they're not going to be in range because they only have range 1. Very small, so I'll save that token to be able to use them. And I will move up. So the way this card works is whatever speed I'm traveling, I can do these clicks. So I could actually send that one off to the side if I want to. But I think I'll move straight forward for now and just try to maneuver around that asteroid as I get there. Because these ships really want to be straight on. They got 3 armor in the front for a tiny little ship. 3 shields. All right, so then it's the squadrons phase, right?
Yep.
So then we would go back and forth activating 2, but Larry doesn't have any.
Right. And we're going to see if this is a major problem on my part or not.
So these can travel 4, and these ones can travel 5. And they can either move or fire.
Correct. Except if you activate them during the regular round, they can move and fire.
I wonder if I actually want to go this way. And, yep, if I activated them during the regular round. And then once I activate them, I push these little things over. And they have facing of any direction, so you can kind of be a little bit easier with them in terms of their maneuvering. Again, in a tournament, it would be maybe a little bit more, but we're just keeping it simple. All right. That's the end of the round.
Right, and if for those that don't know, the standard Armada game goes 6 rounds.
Yep, we got that here.
So now we're on round 2.
Round 2, and we flip this to blue. That's really just for me to know which of my squadrons I've activated or not. And you just continue to go first, right?
Yes.
Oh, I got to reset these dials.
Yes.
Did you do yours already? Man,
all done.
All right, so now clearly I'm going to want to activate those ships. All right, got it.
I will activate my big guy. I cheated. I put my 3rd turn dial on top.
No worries.
Engineering. We'll take the token. When I reveal, so I have a swivel mount batteries. When you reveal a command, you may exhaust this card. Choose one of your hull zones and mark it with a focus token. So we're going to say this is a focus token. While attacking a ship from that hull, add 1 die of any color from an adjacent hull zone's armament to your attack pool. While attacking from adjacent hull zones, remove 1 die from your attack pool. When you ready this card, remove. So initially,
you have to pay to ready that card.
Right. So here's what's interesting. I realize this now. Well, when I put it on, I could just permanently have +1 die in my front and never ready this.
Yep.
Which I think is more the point of this card than
the readying.
Yeah. So so I'll do that, and then I will move speed 2. I'm trying not to hit your
Yeah, no worries.
I think there's no way around hitting your guy.
It actually looks pretty good top down. We were thinking we wanted to have like an angle, but I don't know. It's pretty clear with ships there. I guess you lose some of the depth of the 3D nature of the ship.
Yeah, I think it works. And he is done.
Oh, right, because you couldn't fire. Were you in range of these?
Well, those are squadrons, and I have a blue die for squadron, so it's only these first 2 ranges, so no.
Okay. Oh, right, you have blue. I was thinking it's 1 die. So
this is an interesting
you were thinking.
thought process is, going first means I might get fired upon first because I'm moving into range.
Right.
But not by your regular ships, only by your squadrons. But
yeah, so I'll activate my hard cell, which is going to activate my squadrons, and I'm going to use this, so that'll be all 3 of them that are going to get activated.
Wow, they have 2 squadron command?
Oh, no, you're right. This one only has 1. So I'll activate 2 of them. This one had 2. So I should have picked that one, but no worries. Just recognize that. Yeah, so on the card here, squadron. Yeah, I realized I wanted to slow this one down so he doesn't hit that, so I put the nav, but I should have just navigated this way a little bit. But no worries. So I'm going to activate 2 of these ships with his command, then he'll be able to fire, and then he'll go. So that's how that's going to work. So these aren't really bombers. Like, these ones have counter against your squadron, so that's irrelevant. They have swarm, which is if they're attacking a squadron. So, yeah, mine are really all anti-squadron, so they're kind of funny ships to have given. But they still get a black die against you, so might as well jump in there. I think we'll pick on this hole. Be my best spot. So they're going to move 5. Could actually get behind you. What's your armor in the back? 2?
2.
And I think if I'm on the side... Yeah, the ships can shoot him, huh? Alright, so we'll come here. And then we'll activate these ones. Actually, we'll activate these ones and have them come here as well. And we'll take shots at you there. So, do we have dice?
I have dice. Do you have dice?
If
If not, we could use these. I was trying to keep them separate for the sets.
No, because I didn't bring my Imperial stuff, and my dice are in there. So
We'll put a dice pool right there.
But at least people can see a small frustration of not having enough dice. Although with the 200-point battle, we probably have enough dice. So one has a blue die and one has a black die against you. So black die is a miss, and blue die is a miss because ships can't hit. Yeah, so it can't crit.
So you can't crit with a squadron to a ship unless you're a bomber.
Yep.
Then you can.
And I don't have that, so that is that.
You gonna fire with that ship? I don't think I'm
And
in
this
range, but
ship-
you could check. It might be in range.
I've got, 3 red dice? Oh, wait. But way in range, right?
Oh, yeah. Good to know.
So I'll fire 3 at you. Here, it's funny because there's just no cards, so I'm just like, great. So I roll. So this is a hit. This is a crit. So a crit will be that Larry would end up drawing a card. A damage is just that. But first damage goes to shield. So it's a big old starship. So it's got 4 shields in the front. So I deal 2 damage to him. And then he's got these tokens.
So I'm going to use my shield token to move it to a different shield.
Yeah.
And when I use that token, because of Obi-Wan Kenobi, I suffer 1 less damage.
Yeah.
So I'll suffer 1 damage, and I'll put it on. It has to be an adjacent. I can't put it to my back.
Right.
I'll put it on this side, being you have squadrons over there. So I'll put 1 there.
So that, yeah. Yep. I don't remember what I was going to say, so we're good. But yeah, that's the idea. Oh, those tokens can be used once per round, or you can discard them permanently.
So in theory, you can use them twice per
Right.
round, but then they're gone forever.
Especially when you get to rounds 5 and 6 to try to stay alive, right?
Yeah.
Or just to stay alive in general. So there's that. So then this ship is going to move, and it's going to move 2. I don't know. Are we just going to crash into each other? I mean, there's nothing else I want to do than come at you from the front because I got 3 shields in the front. And guys, I could also fire a second time, but there's nowhere for me to fire.
Not from the same hull zone.
Yeah. And I am there, and I'm done. And I'm just going to slide my cards up behind me so people can see them a little bit better. So if we crash into each other, we end up going slower, and we take a damage, right? It's a damage directly, not a shield damage.
Correct.
So yeah, Larry's thinking about picking on these starfighters. Now these things are not a lot. These squadrons are not a lot of points. I've got like 30 points.
Yeah, this guy will shoot these. So
you got to do your command first.
Oh, duh. I'm getting all excited. I have a maneuverability.
So that's going to allow him to change his speed or yaw more, which is the clicks on this. So as we get closer, we tend to want to slow down, or you can kind of pass. Some of the ships, well, the ones you have, the Mon Calamari cruisers, they're more powerful out of the side, so they sometimes want to come right in. And
yeah, I'm debating. I can increase to 3, but that just puts me more in range of your other fighters. So I think I'm going to slow down to 1. And next turn maybe increase and go around you. And I can also, have more maneuverability if needed in a second. So I can only hit you out of the front. So this first one takes 2.
Is that what you get against squadrons?
Yeah, that's why I took them.
Okay.
This my thought was take no squadrons, but take the version of the ship that has 2 blue.
Got it.
Instead of the one that has a blue and a black or something.
So you hit one of these twice, the one in front, I assume?
Yeah, and then I shoot this one. Hit once, so you mind if I do it for you?
No,
I'm here. So this guy is down to 1 life. And that guy's down to 4. Don't need that. Move 1.
Does engaged only work with squadrons?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the problem with my squadrons, is that they're all anti-squadron. So in the beginning when I was like, oh, maybe I'll take Grievous, that probably would have been a better plan. Just in terms of having a ship that was more durable. Because the thing with the special pilots is that they get block tokens. So I probably could have had Grievous flying around, kind of like a really cheap. Ironically, he's 22, and what are these, 37? So, I mean,
right, yeah.
Grievous could have kind of messed with one of those, probably. Yeah, whatever.
Right. And that's it for him.
All right.
He's deciding to ram his other ship.
Nice. So I've got this shot, although I'm probably out of range, although 5 was pretty far, but I don't think it was that far. Now, how does this work? Like, I'm in that arc?
You go center dot to center dot to see if you get through, not for range, to see if you go through to, anything that's obstructing
I didn't see
it.
the terrain, yeah.
But for range, you would just measure.
It's just anywhere, right?
Yeah, you got to see where the line goes. So actually, I don't think you can even hit my front arc with that.
No, but I think I would hit your side, wouldn't I?
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But then you'd have to measure to the side with the 5 and see if you have it.
Yeah. So I think I'll go with this ship. And I have an engineering token. There's nothing to engineer. These tokens are kind of weird when you don't have any cards to use them on.
So yeah, you can get that, but you would go through
the asteroid.
Which
is 1 less die?
I believe so. Okay. God, we haven't done a lot of firing through.
So I would get 2 red and 2 blue.
You wouldn't get the blue.
Oh, I don't have range with the blue yet.
Yeah, that's something we haven't showed them yet, right? So it shows you on here at this short range, you have blue, red, and black. The mid-range, you have blue and red, and at long range, you just have red. So ships with a lot of red dice can fire from far away more easily than ships with blue and black dice, and technically blue and black dice are better dice, but I don't know. The reds, I don't know. I like the red dice. They have more misses on them, but they also have the double hits. I don't know that blue has a double hit, though. Some of those have the hit with the crit.
I think it's one less die, but I'm not finding it quickly. It probably isn't.
Let me see what you...
It might be in like advanced rules from the main rule book, because maybe they don't have you put those out. All right. Did I have range?
For red, not blue.
Okay. So I'll fire at your side and no blue.
Presumably with one less red die. Here we go. Obstacles, blah, blah, blah. Do damage. It doesn't talk about obstruction example. So the attack is obstructed. Okay. So what's an obstructed attack? It tells it to you there.
It's
line of
played several games.
Ship. While trying line of sight to a hull zone. Let's ship. If it's an obstacle, ships are not. When an attack is obstructed, the attacker rolls one less die of their choice. You're only rolling red dice, so you have to roll one less.
Double hit.
And who's doing this? The big ship?
Yeah.
I'll reduce it to half.
So he's got a token, he flips, and that cuts it in half. So it's what's really interesting. These tokens are really interesting because they give the ship kind of its ability to absorb, more than just saying, oh, you have 30 shields, right? It's like, oh, you could cut them in half, you can move things around. It's not the front, right?
It's the side. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. We're just teaching people. Just push them around. All right, so that's that one. And then the side, I would have a shot at the front.
Yep.
And that would be obstructed, so it would be 2 red dice. Yeah, this ship is way better than I anticipate. Of course, right now, right, it's a 70-point ship, not versus something even bigger.
Is that the right direction?
Yep. All right, so I've got some shields going down on that ship, which is good. And then I maneuver this ship. So I am a 2. The question is, do I want to start to turn in? How does that mess with this one? So I can actually... This one's actually crazy maneuverable because it can yaw twice if I want to.
Oh, nice.
But then I'll be right into that. So I think I'll just do a single at the beginning. And then I need to slow down. I think is what will make the most sense there. All right. That ship is done. Oh, I had this, which I think was a reroll. Just have to remember. Your turn. You got your other Jedi.
Yeah, they're going to fire at your squadrons as well.
Now, can they fire through a capital ship? They can, I believe.
I believe so.
Yeah. Well, he's looking that up. One thing that's really interesting that I've discovered in these games, because I am not a collector, I'm not a completionist, and so I think one of the things that is like a fear with these games is like, I'm going to buy all the Imperials, I'm going to buy all the Rebels, I'm going to have all the ships, I'm going to try to get people to play, and I've just discovered that I'm plenty happy to be like, I've got a 400-point army.
It's just obstructed, so you could fire through it.
Okay. Or like at some point, hey, I have a 600-point army that I can turn into a 400-point army. I don't need everything in these games. Legion, I pick up little things to try each time, but that's kind of the fun. Like, I had Darth Vader for the longest time, and I finally picked up the Emperor and played him against you one time, but I wasn't like, I need Darth Vader and the Emperor, right. And it's kind of fun that at any time you could grab a model and go. I like that these are pre-painted, because as much as I tried my hand at painting...
I will also reduce his speed. No, I'll keep his speed at 2. I'll just have a yaw going on. I don't think I need to do any of that right now. I think I'll take a token just because.
It's interesting, though, with your big ship there running that out. Yeah, I'm firing at it, but it can take the hits. Whereas if you went forward with the little ships, I may have blown one up already. Although they got a lot of tokens too.
So hard to see if I got you in my front and side or just my front. I mean, just my side.
Oh, the little guys?
Yeah. Let's do it on this side. It's close. This side one, though, can hit without being obstructed. This ship. I can't hit that ship. I don't think the front's definitely obstructed, so this side, this little ship dies. That ship, I think, is obstructed, so only one die. And for this ship is a little farther away. Do I still have range to it? Yes, I do. But only one die misses. And I'm going to say, just for argument's sake, I can't see you from the front. It's so hard, and we don't have Mike's laser, so we'll just go with that. Now, where am I going to move based on what you're doing there?
You got blue dice? You probably don't have range to here, right?
Yeah, no. Oh, I don't have a red. Yeah, I have blue. I don't have range to there. We're just going to go straight on to... It's like so finicky. There you go. So now what I'm going to do is move my cards up into the camera.
Yep.
Because it doesn't look like...
Yeah, I just have my Starfighter cards, and they're not very interesting, so I'm keeping them back here. Because their health is on them, and they don't really have any abilities that apply, because these ones all happen to do things to other squadrons. Yeah, so you could see 200 points. We're almost finishing round 2, and it's 30 minutes with talking and setting up.
Yeah.
Right, and what did it take us, about 3 hours to do a 400-point game?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot more, and a lot of squadrons. That really is an interesting part. All right, me?
Yeah, you got that last ship down there.
This one went, yep. So this ship is going to navigate, which I'm going to lower my speed down to 1.
If you have range to fire, which you might have.
I think I got range. Definitely obstructed.
So one red die probably, because what are you, 2 red and a blue normally?
2 red and a blue. I didn't have blue distance, did I?
I don't think so.
No. So 1 red die.
Man, those 2s, man, nasty.
I forgot. I did. I have this token. I'm just going to do the squadron afterward.
Yep.
Sorry about that. Ooh, your thing is pulling here.
Oh.
Did I hit you for 2 then?
Yeah.
All right. You could use your thing to fire back at me, right? Your salvo?
Yeah, but you're too far away.
Oh, right. All right. And then I'm going to activate this squadron. I don't know. I feel like I just keep picking on that ship. I'll come mess with this ship over here, I guess. It is weird, though, the thing with the squadrons, because you have, like, shots out the side. It's like,
right.
You just, I
just don't have a lot of dice, right?
Yeah,
the squadrons have so much more.
So this one is my Vulture, which is this is the one I like, because this is the iconic one. You see them, they like walk around on all fours, and then they
I'm surprised they didn't have an ability where they could, like...
And crits don't work.
They could, like, attach to a ship, right?
Yeah, like the buzz droids or something.
You know,
there's lots of places for them to go, though. I'm excited about the Separatist army. I feel like it has a lot of places to go. But I mean, I agree with you. This is why this 200-point battle is a little more fun. Whereas, Rebel Empire is different.
So we're ready by flipping these, taking our 2. We don't actually have a squadron.
I didn't move with them.
Oh, because you activated all your squads in the squadron phase.
Yeah, I don't have any left.
Down to 1, do you avoid that asteroid?
With a 1?
Yeah, I would think so,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Yeah. You can eventually hit it. Unless you get the other ships out of the way.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it is weird. There's no way to, like, 3D go under it or anything.
Let's see what we want to do here.
All right, so we are round 3. Yeah, soon, if mine die, we can get rid of this token. Yeah, I like the idea of having the squadrons and getting characters in, but so far they're my least favorite part of the game. Like, I guess it's cool if you have a big mass of them and you could do a lot of damage, but I don't know, it just feels tricky.
Definitely tricky. Well, I go first, huh?
Yep.
I guess with the focus fire, we're just gonna flip this over for an engineering token.
Ship's gonna have a tough day.
So remind me, because I don't have my. You have it over there. Engineering points. 2 for a shield, 3 for damage.
Yeah.
And the token gives you half your engineering. So I have 6 engineering points. So I can do 3 shields.
Oh, nice.
Take me back to full there. 4. So we like our engineering tokens. Then I'm going to use the clone gunners and discard a token from a ship within 5. All my ships are close enough together to add a blue die set to this marker to my results.
Okay.
So now I'm rolling 3 red, 2 black, and then a die from my side. So I don't know, do I want a black or a red? I feel like a black is potentially better. So that's my dice pool from the front.
You add this die?
Mm-hmm. Just like that.
So you've got 6 dice there, 7, 8 dice. Wow. So yeah, that ship is toast. Well, it's got 3 shields in the front, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I can cut it in half. So.
Well, no.
Oh, right.
Hopefully, we'll see. Depends on what we roll here. Did not roll great. I didn't roll any of these, so I'm only able to take away. I got to take away your half C. So I'll take away your half C.
So what's happening?
That's not the half C.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What's happening here is that this accuracy die allows him to temporarily not allow me to use one of these in terms of that. So your hits here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a crit is 6?
Yep.
Okay. So I can use this one to make you re-roll a die, right?
I forget at short range. There's different things for what.
Well, they changed it, so the new update was that this re-rolls at short range.
Okay.
Because
re-roll this blank.
The whole thing. You could re-roll the blank. Is that
it's tough. Any die you re-roll.
Yeah, it could get worse.
Right.
And this one I could just move, but it's 6. Is that what you said?
Yes, 6. So no matter what, you're going to get a crit and a damage through. Because you have 3 in the front and 1 in the sides.
All right. So I will move 1 to the side. I guess this side over here. Sorry, I shouldn't have picked up the ship. And then 3, so that's 4, right? And then I take 2. Yeah, if
you weren't going to hit that.
Yeah, that's fine.
First one's face up.
And then the first one is a crit, so it's depowered armament. You cannot attack at long range. So, and that ship has 5 hull. So it can take 3 more damage, because this just counts as a single damage.
All right, so that was fun. It still has another attack left. It'll attack out its side at your big ship with the 1 less black die because of my...
Can you choose to lose the black die if it's out of range?
It says, when you reveal a command, you may exhaust this card to choose one of your hull zones, mark it with a focus token. While attacking a ship from that hull zone, add 1 die of any color from the adjacent hull zones to your thing. So I added the black to the front. Then while attacking from adjacent hull, remove 1 die from your attack pool.
From your attack pool. So I think the black wouldn't be in your attack
range,
pool. So I think you'd have to remove a red.
Fair point. Do I want to attack your...
And it's while attacking ships, right? So squadrons, you wouldn't change your attack pool. Be too good against squadrons. Yeah.
A ship. Yeah, ship. Maybe I just want to blow up your little guy. Yeah, but I could always roll one red die and get a double hit like you've done before to me. Force you to think about what you want to do there. So let's go for it. I roll a crit. 1 damage.
Okay. Is that to my side or my front?
Front.
Okay. So 1 damage, there's not much to do except I could salvo that. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, black is real short, huh?
Yeah. So I guess I'll salvo, which allows me to fire back at you using my 2 red dice from the back.
Yep.
Okay. And I hit your front? Do I have to hit where you hit me? I'm not sure how that works.
You just fire. You get to choose because you can hit either the
so
front
I think I'll hit the side here.
or side.
2 damage.
We'll move that, reducing it by 1.
Right. And Obi-Wan does it to all ships?
Yep.
And they all have the move? Yeah.
They have to when they spend that. I wish they had, like, if they come out with any Republic ships that have 2 of those symbols on them, yes, Obi-Wan, Now I get to move. This should be interesting. I'm still speed 2, so guess what? I'm going to temporarily have to reduce my speed.
Does 1 even work?
Yes, I think 1 will work.
You can fudge it if you need to.
Well, I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to slide you to there. So we hit each other. So we both take a face down damage card.
Yep. And what do you have? 6 souls? 7?
Yep.
Okay.
And that is it for my long-winded turn with that ship.
Okay. That was a lot. So I basically want to ram you because I take a damage, but I give 1 to you at this point and then make you fire at me, although...
Well, you could fire with that ship, then ram it. If you don't go now, the ship could die from this ship, right? It's one of those tricky...
You'd get 2 blue, but it would be obstructed. Can you do a weird thing where you can fire from here to there, or does it have to be from the closest? Do you know
you do it from the dot to see if it's obstructed.
Oh, okay, got it. So I'm giving you a shot with 1 blue, right?
Well, I would then ram you.
Oh, that ship can ram me?
Well, yeah, I would just come forward and then turn at the end.
Oh, okay. What's its speed at? At 2?
Currently at 2. Okay. Not sure what this is. Did I even set these? Yes, I did.
Yeah, I'll go with this ship.
I mean, I'm not forcing you to go with that ship. It just seems to me that that's your... Actually, I don't think there's any way around. You're not going to be able to move and not hit. Oh, it's where you land. So if you increase your speed, you could avoid hitting me.
Oh, that's right.
It's only if you land overlapping.
I have 2 yaws. So, I mean, although I just end up hitting this ship instead, right?
Presumably, yes.
I feel like I probably make more
Measure
sense.
straight on with 3. Do you get past my ship?
Oh, that's a good call. Nope. Right, because I'd be here, and there's not enough space there.
Well, it's close, right? I don't know. Yeah, maybe not.
I don't know what's worth it. Like, I feel like if I just take a damage to deal a damage to you without having to go through 4 shields.
Right. Well, I mean, you could increase your speed to 3 and see if you hit me, because you're going to fire before you hit me anyways.
Yeah. So I'll increase that to 3. And then I will fire at you from this front arc. So that's 3 dice. It's just so funny that there's no card. So I'm just like, what else do I get for mod? Oh, nothing. 2 hits and a crit. So 3 damage.
Which is annoying because...
Yeah, you can only cut it to 2. Or you can move it and lose your token, right?
How many shields I have right now in the front?
4.
Yeah, I'm going to salvo back at you.
Oh, that's a good call. All right, so you're down to 1 there.
How does salvo work?
You fire your back.
Right, your back dice.
Which looks like 2 there.
Red and a blue.
That was a good call. I didn't think of that.
I didn't either until I was looking to potentially half it. And I'm like, oh, I could fire back and maybe not get you to hit me.
Ooh.
Wow, that's a great
3
roll.
hits. Wow, so which one do I make you re-roll? I got nothing in the front.
Nothing in the front.
So that crit could kill me. The other one kills me. All right, so I'll make you re-roll the crit. Okay, so now it's 3 hits. So I will cut it to 2 and put 1 over here. Am I still dead?
Still dead.
Yeah.
I have to just get 1 damage through, so.
I think I'm just dead, right? Dang. Nicely done.
Yeah, the only thing is if I re-rolled this and didn't get a double.
Yeah, I think that was better.
You might have.
Because then I was afraid that but it probably would have been like something else, engine failure. You can't move.
Well, it didn't matter. 1 damage killed you.
I have 5 health and I had 3 cards.
No, you had 4 cards.
I had 4 cards?
Yeah. That's why you were going to die when you overlapped me anyways.
No, I had 3 cards.
Oh, I just mislooked at it.
No, I was thinking if I hit you, then I'm at 4. So you got to shoot me anyway to kill me.
Okay, right. I just, for some reason, I was looking at you of having 1 life left, but.
Oh, I'm done.
Oof. I'll go with this guy. I took engineering, so I'll now choose this side and go up to 4.
Oh, is that the thing with those ships? They can go above their max? Man, you know these cards well. Increased by 1? Increased by 1.
Up to a max of 4?
Right, but that would be if they were 3.
Oh, duh. I misread that.
I was just about to tell you, like, hey, do you know that ship is at 4? So and I was just going to reach over and turn it down. I didn't realize you did that last time.
3 and 3, so that means I have a token. So I'm good.
Still good. I mean, you still
I just
still get a shield.
My whole goal with this guy is to keep him on my sides and just kind of have you.
I'm glad they did it that way, because if they just said, "Oh, any ship could go to max 4 shields," it would just be.
Yeah. I'm going to double fire on this guy because you're in my sights in the front and the middle, so
makes sense.
I'll go with this one first for 1. I'll go with this one for 1, so 2.
2.
Then I'll move 1.
So yeah, people watching or watching afterward can let us know, like, if you played Armada, have you been interested? I know we play a lot of stuff on the channel. We're trying to bring different kinds of things. You know, I used to be primarily board games, but this year I played so much more minis and stuff like that. So
he is done.
All right, I'm going to go with my big ship, and I'm going to maneuver, or whatever this is called, navigate. So I will slow down to 1.
You also can add a yaw.
Yep. And
my big ship's about to get
I'm going to fire at your big ship. Because I'm going to say front arc here and side arc here, right? Makes
Say
sense.
that again. Side arc would go to my front.
Yep, and then my front arc goes to your side.
And the side arc would be obstructed. The front arc would not be.
Yep, agreed. Okay, so we'll do this side arc. So I get 2 red dice. Sorry, that's my side to your front, so it's 1 hit. You got 1 shield in the front.
I'll take it.
And then the other one is 2 and 2. It's so funny to just have no. Oh, this is added. This is re-roll a die, right?
Believe so.
So I'll re-roll the red and get 3 hits, and then I can negate a token. So that's interesting because if you use that, I don't really care. The salvo you might do because you don't care about it. But I think I'll get rid of the shield redirect. Oh, do you have no shields in the back?
No, I have one.
Okay. I'll get rid of the shield redirect then.
I will cut that in half. So it's 2.
Yeah. So one's a crit.
Nothing I can do about it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with these small games without a lot of things. You're like, well, okay. Is what it is.
Power failure. My engineering value is reduced to half.
That is a thing.
It's fair.
All right.
And then you move.
Do you want to get rid of your salvo and fire back at me, or not that ship?
You've already used your salvo. I don't think you can salvo a salvo.
No, you definitely can't do that.
Yeah, at this point.
I don't know. I mean, you still got 5 health left, so you might be around for a while, but now your engineering points got cut in half. That was...
Problem is, I want to use it when you already spent some of your tokens. So
Yeah.
no, I won't use it.
No worries. All right, so then I could yaw twice if I want to. Oops. And then I would just have my front right up in your side. Which I guess makes the most sense. So this is a pain. I don't know if there's an easier side to do it on either, right?
Oh, you at speed 2?
1.
All right, so
I'm just going to be here, right?
Right. Yeah, a little bit farther up. Yeah, right there.
Okay. There you go. Your turn.
Well, I activate this guy. He's got the actual attack action, which what does the actual one do?
Add a die to your attack pool.
Against ships or against anything?
It's not specified on here. I'd say against anything is fine.
All right,
but I think it would be a single attack pool.
Right, it won't be both my attack pools.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So if you're going to attack these ships separately, it would be one arc. I think if you did from one arc, it would go against all of them. I don't know. I could also see it not being that, but it's fine for this game. I don't care, but I might just look it up while you're...
What's my range here? My range is definitely blue, but not black to that ship, so... Oh, my front arc is easy.
It's not specified well in there. It says after you roll the dice, you can use it to add a die, to roll another die.
Oh, interesting.
But that would make me think it's a single roll against a squadron then. Because you couldn't then...
Right. You couldn't do all your squadrons.
So it's a single roll.
So I'll shoot this guy first. No, I'll shoot...
But that's cool that you can use it later.
I'll
once
shoot
you know
this
you
guy
want to.
first. Okay. Perfect. 2 kills him.
So these ships did nothing.
So now I know I want to add the die to this one. That the crit won't hit. So instead I could take the token or add a die right now. Just add a die. 2 damage.
Which would really get you to 1, but...
And then I get to move to... Improve my speed to 3. This is do the yaw or the speed, correct? Think so.
No, just speed.
Oh, well, perfect. That's what I want. So put me to speed 3. We're going to do some different stuff here. That look fair to you?
Yeah.
Close enough, right?
Of course.
I knew I wasn't hitting you, and then this guy, that looked good.
He was right in front of you, so it's here.
Yeah, wherever that. I was trying to remember where the ship was.
Yeah, no worries.
And that's it for him, right? That goes on my guy.
We're just using those to mark that they went. So then this one, I did navigate, which I really wish I had done concentrate fire.
You didn't know you were going to be in range.
Well, on this one I am. So, okay. I can wait till I'm moving, right, to decide if I want to use that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see
Take the
why
token.
it
So,
matters.
okay.
You're firing. For now, you got to decide what you're firing at.
So I'm going to
I
fire
assume your
this
front's
one.
going there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think your front can hit me anyways.
Oh, this ship?
Yeah, it looks like it's just missing.
Yeah.
Plus, you want to beat this guy up, I presume.
Yep. So it's 2 reds and a blue. And so you move it to. It's interesting. You move it to your shields. It's still 3 damage, right?
Yep.
So just get rid of the move to your shields. Get rid of this one. I wish I remembered the name of them. Redirect.
I have no shields right now up there.
Nope.
Hate to do it, but I'll lose it to go to half.
So you take 2 and 1's a crit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. When I change my speed, I can suffer damage.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Thruster fissure.
So 4 of 7, is that what I'm at?
Yeah.
All right. And then I guess I take a shot out this side. And I make you lose a token.
Yeah, I can. Oh, did I want to salvo
Oh, yeah,
you?
you could salvo.
I think hurting that guy, but he's got full on yellow, so yeah, no, it doesn't make sense yet. I'm good.
All right. And then
Squadron. Oh, he's got to
move.
I always forget that you have to move.
So
after
I
you.
could slow to 0, but then I don't get my defense tokens, right? So it's just a mess.
Right, you don't get your defense tokens, but yeah, it's tough.
What's going to happen? So just tell me that if I hit the asteroid and then every turn we bounce into each other, do I keep hitting you and the asteroid? Is there some kind of ping pong effect?
Well, if it depends if you move through the asteroid to hit me. Get what I'm saying? Because you slow down till you can't hit me, which means you would slow if you hit me at 1 or 2.
So you'd say every turn I would keep hitting the asteroid
if going through
path,
the asteroid.
But if I'm resting on the asteroid,
I think you're fine.
Okay, all right. I don't mind taking 1 damage from the asteroid, but I don't want to take 2 every time I deal 1 to you. You know what I'm saying? So this one can actually turn 2. I don't know how much that helps me.
And avoid the asteroid.
It would hit the asteroid, but not you. Right? Because I'd end up here. So I would take 1 damage.
Is asteroid roll a die? Or is it automatic damage? I think it's automatic damage. I think debris is roll a die or something.
Oh, that's this one here.
Yeah.
If I yaw a single time, it's kind of the same thing. So I'm actually not going to hit you. But then I have this where I could speed up so that I ram you. And I end
If
up
that's
in the
your
same
goal.
spot.
If that's your goal, you would take 2 damage to put 1 on me.
Right. But that seems smart because then I could blow up your ship next turn.
Correct.
Although I might blow it up. Anyway, with all those shots on it. And then 2 damage on this ship, right, would be a little bit of a mess. So I'll just do the 1.
And just take the 1 damage.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I didn't do that at all. Alright, so I take 1 damage on that ship.
And then your squadron gets to go.
And then my squadron gets to go.
Has 1 health left, but could be a big difference.
Yeah. It's just not worth trying to get your shields. So I will move it here. And I'll take a shot at you. That one gets a red die. 1 hit.
I can do about it.
I guess I'm thinking those squadrons didn't do much, but they were rolling 2 hits, right? Was it them rolling 2 hits? No, I guess
No,
it was this ship.
that one. Yeah. But they could. I mean, the red dice are pretty good. You can roll 2 hits.
Yeah, I'm really starting to like this.
Oh, but you couldn't move and shoot, so you would have had to shoot.
I'd have to shoot there. Yeah. Which is a better call, so you can get rid of your card. Lose your shield. I don't know if there's anything you do unless you redirect it to the back.
Yeah, no, I'll just take the shield off. That's fine. I mean, me losing that card isn't a big difference because when you activate, I'm dead. Yeah. Basically, I got to take my big ship now.
Yep. Yeah, so what was happening there, so people know, is the squadrons, when you activate them at the end, you get an automatic activation, but it's got to be move or fire, and I moved and fired, which is why we put him back. All right, it's round 4.
Yeah, this is where it gets, my other actions really don't matter. So I don't know. I know he's doing that.
So we're an hour, so it's still going to be a 2-hour game.
Does that mean what they should
Maybe not,
do?
though, because we have less to activate. Oh, hello, there's people.
Makes the most sense, which means you there.
Howdy, Falcon Ash. Happy New Year to you as well. I'm sorry that I didn't see you chatting before. Yes, I'm scraping paint on the asteroid, for sure.
This guy is there. Let's go back to green. He goes there.
Have you played Armada? I know that you commented on the other one there when I did the unboxing. Oh, I gotta set these. I apologize.
Which I guess makes the most sense. Alrighty.
It's you.
I chose to maneuver this round instead of engineering way back when, not knowing I'd be in this position.
Yeah.
So we maneuver. Did I put the wrong one? I think it got turned, but I prefer engineering, but it's supposed to be maneuver.
Okay.
So. My engineering's halved. Joy.
Right.
So I'll bring one shield back to my rear. And then I'll fire. Front here, side here.
Sounds good.
I can't do this because I don't have those tokens, so it's literally just gonna be.
Are you obstructed if I'm in the asteroid? Probably not. Probably through an asteroid.
I would think not. I mean, I'm hitting you. Yeah, that's an interesting one because I mean, I see a lot. I mean, I could draw a line to your ship without touching it because you're so close, but I don't know if that's just splitting hairs at that point. I feel like it says you have to draw a line through it. And I think once you're on it, you're not.
It says through. Yep. Also, when I hit the asteroid, this should be face up.
Oh, really?
Power failure. My engineering value is reduced to half.
I have that too.
So that's rough. So asteroids are critical. So I definitely should have maneuvered around that one.
Wow. I just can't buy a good roll. Never get the doubles, but I get to cancel your half damage. And I'll cancel your squiggly line.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll cancel your move shields. If you want to make me re-roll a hit into possibly a double, I'll take it.
These both could be double because
Yeah, because they can be a crit. Yeah, that's where it gets tricky.
Yeah, I guess re-roll the red. Or, sorry, re-roll the crit. To a crit. Okay. So 4. So I take 3 and a crit.
Yeah.
I don't know why I always pick these ships up. The little ones I always pick up because they're so tiny. Yeah, you put it over here.
No, just so you...
Crew panic. Before you reveal a command die, you must either suffer 1 damage or discard that dial. My goodness. Yours is if you change your speed.
Right.
Mine is if I try to resolve my command. Rough.
Now it begs the question. I'm just going to hit your... I was going to shoot at this ship, but now that that ship's so messed up, I think I'm going to fire at that with my side.
Yeah.
And the question is, do I take the black out or the red out? That's where it gets tricky.
And the black die's weird. Is it like double crits? It's got 2 crits. Okay.
There's 2 misses on. There's 2 misses on the red,
and 1 on the black.
There's 2 on the black as well.
2? Okay.
The black has a double crit and hit. The red has a double damage, but it also has a cancel your...
Right. So you have no accuracy on the black, but you have...
Yeah, I'm just going to go red and black. Hey, I finally rolled a double. But you have full access to your...
Yeah. So I can cut it in half to make it 2, and I can make you re-roll that die. So I'll make you re-roll that die.
Hey, K-Pop sides on that twice.
So then
half to 2 and move to shields.
Half and shields, yeah.
Which will still...
Pull this shield here. So I still get a crit?
Yeah. Ton of crits, but it hasn't really...
Structural damage.
Ah, there we go. That's what we were waiting for. Whew.
Now you put me in a weird spot where I want to blow your ship up, but I need to go with this ship so that I get to do something with it.
Well, I'm going to try to make it hard for you. So with my 2 speed...
Although I guess I have no reason to blow your ship up initially.
I'm going to try to put you...
You're going with 2 speed?
Yeah.
Into that ship?
Oh, I need to yaw one more. Do I want to yaw the other way at this point?
I mean, I don't see you getting past your own ship.
God, this is so tricky.
Do you need more slack on your thing?
So if I can get it so that I would hit you, which, if I'm looking at this right, it's so hard to tell.
I mean, I think you're going to be smack dab on top of your ship, right? Because you're on this side.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be difficult.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Because you just have 1 maneuver with that ship, right? You didn't have command.
Yeah, 1 maneuver. There's no way around
Do you have something with engineering you can fix? Oh, you might just take a token, though? Sorry, I'm changing it. You should think about this first.
Yeah. No, I don't know why I thought I was well past both ships. See, what's weird, when you read the rules, it says the first ship you would hit, which would be yours if I turn that way. But then I double damage myself between the asteroid.
I don't think you're going to hit my ship, though, because you never go over my path. You come straight ahead and then go this way, right? I don't know how the path actually works. I guess you're thinking if the path is like this, right?
Yeah, and I'm thinking if I lay it down, it's going to hit both of them.
Yeah.
And then the rules say the first one you hit, but then by that theory, I hit the asteroid and your ship.
You will not be over my ship at all because your entire ship is going to be to this side of the stick.
Oh, I keep thinking I'm here.
You're not here. You're here.
All right, so then I would hit my ship.
Yeah. So your options are to increase. Yeah, I don't know, right? Because then you slow to 1, which doesn't even. So you're just
Does
0.
one,
You're not
does
going to
one
move
not
at all,
hit?
right? No, 1 hits your ship. You're going to come straight out here, right?
Yeah. So no matter what.
So you're basically just staying there, and these 2 are taking a damage.
Yeah, I screwed the pooch on that one.
Well, it was a nice maneuver with this.
Yeah. All right.
But like you said, had you been able to slow down.
So then my engineering will do this. And I take damage here, which I knew this ship wasn't going to survive anyways.
Yeah.
I feel bad that I put a damage on that ship. That's the one at 3. Ugh. All right. That hurt bad. I guess if I had the maneuver instead of the engineering like I thought, I would have been better off. I could have increased.
So I'm in the funny spot of like...
Or I could have increased my yaw, which would have allowed me to hit you.
Can this ship take you out? Because I'm going to crash into you anyway, right?
Yeah.
So that's probably what I need to do.
Yeah, all you have to do is 1 damage
this
to
ship
me
goes, yeah.
to then crash into me.
Yeah, all right. So I've got engineering there. And I've got 3 engineering points, which could heal a card. Oh, but if I use mine, I suffer a damage. And I die. So we're not doing that. Change of plans. All right. And my engineering is half, so I don't have anything. I'm just full shutdown. All right, so I will attack you here with 3 dice. And I got a hit and a crit, which is enough to kill you.
Well, I'll move it.
Oh, you're going to salvo, darn it.
I'm going to move it to reduce it by 1.
Yeah, put it there.
Which now I'm
Darn
definitely dead on this side. And then I will salvo.
Nice.
Can we get you? Oh, hang on.
I mean, you got to do this one, right?
Yeah, I got to not let you move it because you can't have 1.
Yep, and then I'm dead.
Yeah. Wow, I thought I
Nice.
blew that roll. Salvo turned out to be better than
No, it's good. It's
I
like
thought.
a last ditch. Nice.
But I am definitely dead now. There's no doubt.
Right, but now I have to... Oh, well, didn't I do damage to you?
No.
Oh, right, you moved it and then...
And
yeah.
reduced by 1.
Nice.
But now I have my other 2 ships available.
Still got my starfighter.
I know, right? I'll activate this guy. He has the added die to the attack pool. And he can hit you in the front with his front and the side with his side. The front, I think we are in black range. You would agree. Yep. I think the side is also in black range. Yep. We'll hit the side first with a blue and black. We'll see what I roll to see if I want to add a die to it. I like the way that rule is read.
You're in range for black?
So I have 2 damage there. That's acceptable. I'll just leave it like that. See what you want to do.
You're hitting me here?
Yep.
So I will move it to the back. I have the opposite. Yours were falling off. Mine won't move. All right.
Now I'll hit you in the front. In the front is 2 blue and a black. And I'll add a black. Well, it says after the roll, but I don't know why that matters that much.
Yeah, at this point.
So I'll cancel your half damage.
Okay.
So we have a damage and a crit coming.
Oh, I'd have to get rid of this, huh? Otherwise, I just take 2 in the front?
Yeah.
Was I down to 3?
Yep.
I had taken 1. All right.
And then I move. Am I in the same weird spot of like...
Your speed is 1?
I thought he was going to move.
Yeah.
These are a little more maneuverable, though. I have 2 yaw.
Nope. Maybe the other way.
Let's try the other way.
I think the other way. I'll turn that way, so I think you're going to end up on the back of your ship, though, right? Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm not swearing. I'm just laughing at myself for utterly
So they each take a damage.
botching my... There's no way around this, huh? Heaven engineering. There's no way to do this. Just, am I looking at this wrong? Like, no matter what, I'm hitting myself and not you. So I stay there, temporarily reducing my speed to 0.
Yep.
Still don't blow my own ship up, but I'm damaging my own ship because I am literally piloting like poops. Like poops! That's fine. I mean, that's the game, right? That's what...
Yeah. So I'm going to activate this ship and concentrate fire. And I'm going to spend my engineering token to...
That's already a 3.
Repair one here. Probably end up being the rear that I want once I move up. Oh, and I'm going to attack your ship. Same, I'm going to save this to see if I need more damage. And I might. I did 1 crit. Is that actually enough? But you have move? So I actually think you can't, right? If I negate that, you just take 1?
If you negate that...
I assume you can't salvo after you're dead.
I don't know, because it's part of the defense reaction. I don't know if it's an after. I would think you can for both of us. We both have salvo.
After you resolve damage, even if you are destroyed.
Oh, good. So it makes it clear for us. So does that change what you want to do?
What's the other one? Move?
Move it.
And if you move it, you reduce it by 1?
Correct.
And you have a shield in the back?
I have 1 shield.
So there's no way that I would change it.
Okay. I'm just asking. I didn't know if you could add a die or something else you were doing.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to make sure if it was like,
So
if you do that, then I will not blow up. And I was like...
salvo you for a crit.
Okay. And I'll salvo you back. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, look at how easy that came out. They know that this base was very...
Yeah, I remember that one, but I had to get it. It wouldn't push it down all the way. Oh, what was it saying here?
Man, oh man.
X-Wing guy, got it. Yeah, there's part of me that wants to be in X-Wing, but I just love the big ships too much. All right, so then I'm going to fire at this ship, which I think will be obstructed.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to add my die there. So I just back to 3 dice. 2 hits.
And that's on this ship. So I could move it. Reduce it by 1, and I don't want to risk you rolling a double, so we're fine with that. And now you gotta move.
What?
Now you gotta move.
Oh, right. And 1 with a single yaw. Put me there.
All right, so this ship gets to do some maneuverability. First thing it'll do, though, is fire at people. Definitely in blue there, so we're going to do his back there. Try to eliminate that, and then his side there. So kill him. He dead.
No. He's going to come in and do a damage.
He's going to try to, I think we're in black range. Yes,
yeah.
We are. And did you move enough to not hit the asteroid? Wow. That's close.
Me? Oh, to put you in... Yeah, it's super hard to tell. It's either way. I mean, we either both have it or we both don't have it, right?
Yeah. I say it's not, so you get to hit me harder. That's fine.
No, you say it's not, so you could hit me harder this turn.
Well.
Don't be lying.
It's going to apply to both. I don't know that's going to matter with my spectacular rolls. Let's, this is so funny. Let's not let you salvo.
Okay. Oh, I do have this. I'm sorry.
That's fine. You can keep that.
Oh, do I have 1 damage?
Yeah, just 1. Then I'm going to increase my speed to 4 because of that. And I could do something with my yaw.
That's interesting. Yeah, 4 speed. Can you almost circle around?
That was my goal.
That's cool.
Like,
you're going to be kind of out of range-ish with your black die.
yeah, but I can yaw more on the front here.
You can? Oh,
yeah, because I get to add a yaw.
Gotcha.
So I can go 2 there. 1 and 1. Let's see how that looks. That looks a little better, doesn't it? My goal now is to just be more maneuverable than you. It's interesting because...
What are your points on your ships? How much are they? They're 37?
Yeah, 37 and 37.
So you're 74, and I'm 70. So you're winning by like a shade, right?
Well, you started with 203, and I started with 190.
So it's funny, I have to blow up one of your ships to win. You just have to stay alive.
Yeah, so maybe it's not smart that I'm going after you. Oh, and this guy did have an engineer. Oh, no, that's this guy. Oh, this guy also has an engineering token.
He's got 2, so you could heal a shield. Do you have a shield?
Did I ever lose a shield on that guy yet?
What happened with that last roll I just made? Did you cancel everything? You moved it, and that negated it by 1? Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Do you still have Obi-Wan?
Nope.
So you just never take the damage?
I thought I did.
What did I roll?
Did you not damage me? Because you went through the...
Well,
whatever you damage, I'm going to heal, because it would have been 1.
I rolled 3 red dice.
Well, you rolled 1 less because of the... Oh, but then you rolled 1 more because of the...
you moved it, right?
Moved it.
And I guess you never took the damage? But if you moved it, it was 2 damage. It was a hit and a crit, right?
Was it a hit and a crit? And I
So you
didn't
should
want to
still
reroll, so I should be...
And then you heal 1, so you should take 1 damage.
I have 1 damage, and it was on
front side
this
or there,
side, and I moved it. So there we go.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I was like, I must have hit you. I didn't roll blanks.
I know you hit me. So now we're going to round 5?
Yep. I mean, I don't see a way that you take my ship down. I guess I now have 0 here.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, right? It all comes down to rolling dice and...
Right. But I don't know a way that I maneuver to get your ship, especially now that you put the 3 shields there.
Yeah, 3 and 3.
And it's not like I have constant, ton of fire on you.
All right, so these are gone. We just get to choose.
Yeah, I put mine already.
Here.
No,
there.
Swap this one over.
These are on different sides now, which gets confusing. Oh, yeah, this guy actually... That's fine, I'll do it this time. This guy was able to add a die to my attack pool, so I messed that up. All right, so who's going to go first? Oh, it's tricky. Tricky. I think he'll go first.
My head is leaning in.
Is that just a blue?
Yeah.
No, black.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I was saying, like, you'd have to
roll.
roll.
So I'll add this to add 2 blue, plus I flip this. So
Wait,
I can add a third blue.
What? You have a card?
While attacking from your side or rear hull zones, you may exhaust this card to add 1 die to your attack pool.
Oh, to roll 2. Okay. I thought it added 2.
No. So basically 3 blue dice.
Got it.
Which isn't terrible.
3 hits.
And 0 shields.
Salvo, and I'll move it. I could cut it
to 2.
It's going to get hit again. But I might as well just cut it to 2 because that puts it over here. And then I'll attack you back.
With 2 red?
Yeah. Where do I hit you? Just in the side, I guess,
yeah.
Right? 2 crits.
What do I got? I can
get 2 in, 1 in the front, 1 in the back. So you'd have to take
1 here.
Yeah.
And 1 here. You can do that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can see it. It's a fun game, huh?
It's good. Yeah, it's funny. I was like, oh, we're 3 rounds in. It's an hour. It'd be 2, but it's like there's so many less ships. It's like this is going to be 15 minutes to finish up. You can just maneuver to not hit.
Yeah, I can maneuver to not hit. I just want to see where
I was just laughing if you circle into that ship.
Where can I find it? There we go. There we go. That was my goal. So you can only fire out of your side, so you don't get 2 shots.
Makes sense. So I'll do engineering. What are my shields at here?
3.
Okay. So I'll put a shield here and a shield here. And so I assume I would be obstructed. Actually, I don't think I am I?
No, you're not.
All right, so I'll fire at that guy. All right. Your turn. Oh, I gotta move.
Yes. Speed 1, right?
Yeah.
God. Get these dice out of your way. Nope. Wait.
What'd I do?
Yeah, no, you're good. Sorry. I saw you turn this way, but you're on that side.
So now I think you could maneuver that ship like you did. Although now you're speed 1, so I'm not sure.
So this guy goes. He's also adding a die. So 2 blue.
I don't need this
black.
command dial now, right? Or the squadron token. I like cleaning up as I go.
It's not terrible. I'll add a black die to that. See if I can get damage and a crit. Or a blank. So that's what I got coming at you.
All right, you can negate one of these.
Oh, let's see. It's 2 damage. Let's negate the half.
Okay. And I'll just take the 2. Well, at this point, if I moved it to my front arc and got rid of that token, I wouldn't have it for 1 round, right? Probably keep it aside too, so move it to here and get rid of this token. And I want to salvo, but I can salvo twice next turn if I don't use it. So that seems good. That's it?
I don't know.
Oh, you gotta move.
I have my side, but I don't think my side... I think my side misses you. Yeah. So I get to move, and this has the speed of 1.
Yeah, so I keep leaning into the table as I see in my head.
So I wonder, do I just want to ram you and put a damage on you and risk putting a damage on me? I think not. Am I, no matter what, going to get you?
Yeah. Unless you got a 2.
That is 2.
Yeah, so no. So we each take a damage.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
I have done
part
some
of the game
bad.
that
I've done some bad flying today.
I don't mind. Like, it makes sense to ram into each other, but in X-Wing you don't, right? You just fly around because it just assumes you do this kind of thing or something.
Yeah, it's
right.
wild.
So it's just weird in this that you can move at a certain speed and then you got to try to slow down. Like, it makes sense. It's trying to do all that, but I guess one part that would change it was if long range was this, right? Then you wouldn't be worried about how fast you move in, what speed are you coming in, all that kind of stuff. All right, round 6.
Round 6. Last round. I get to go first. And who do I want to go with?
I thought you were saying, who do I want to fire?
Oh. I guess technically I could do that. That would be funny. That would give me an opportunity. I'll go with him first. I haven't even changed these, but whatever. Do I have blue range on you? Possibly.
I don't know. I always roll red dice, so.
Nope. So, but what I am going to do is
crash
I'm going to
into
ram you. And try to make it so you have to ram into. I think, no matter what, I'm going to be able to do this. I just got to do it right. Let's see.
It's funny. It looks like it's going to be a whole lot of nothing at the end. Oh, you're going to... Don't you have to slow your...
Yeah, it's a 3. So I'm going to hit you, and
but
I
then
slowed it.
I won't hit you on mine, right?
I'm doing this like relatively.
Nope. You did that wrong.
Yeah, put it on this side, right? I just got to slide it this way.
Oh, yeah. But you should hit that debris then, too, which is roll a die, you said?
I don't think I do.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. You didn't... You had this lined up... Well, whatever. It's fine. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to matter, but I don't think I do just because it's... Unless this counts, right? I don't know. But we each take a damage. I'm putting myself in, like... I was trying to make it so that you have to...
All right. I will go and do engineering. Oh, no, I did concentrate fire. Okay, even better.
Which makes more sense.
Thought I did engineering.
So who do you want to shoot?
Well, I can shoot him twice, right? Because I
No.
can shoot him here and there. So let's do it.
Nope. Not even close.
You're not even at the right angle, though, are you?
Yeah, look. You're lining up your red.
All right. So I can only shoot him once?
Yeah, this guy or this guy, your choice.
Well, I'll shoot this guy. He's got
This
less
guy's
shields and more health, so...
Oh, and these are all...
and I did concentrate fire, so I'll need another die. Man, I can't hit. 2 hits.
2 hits. So reduce it by 1. I mean, maneuver
Nope.
it.
There's no reduce because you
Yeah,
don't have
so
Obi-Wan.
maneuver it. So 0 and 0.
There you go.
I stayed alive, which was starting to come into question, which I think we're both going to stay, which is an interesting... Objectives might have been interesting too, right? Considering how we wound up here.
Right. Do I now move into 2 of your firing arcs?
I think so, yeah. Which is what I was hoping for, but I'm still not going to blow you up.
No.
I'm going to try, though. Guess what? Yes, the fire.
I guess I actually would have been
fire.
smart to fire at this ship because I still have the salvo. I have a shot at rolling really well.
So let's start with my...
Or if I could have rolled my speed to 0 and make you ram into me again, that would have been funny.
So we'll do my back to your... My front to your back. Black and 2 blue. And I will add... You can half it no matter what. 3, 4... So if you half it to 2, you'll still take a crit. If I roll a double on this, yeah, this makes more sense. I'll just roll it now and not later. Perfect. Now you can half it to 3.
So 3. The first one's a crit.
Yeah, but 1 shield on your back. So
Okay.
take a crit and a regular.
Discard all your command tokens.
And then this guy...
Oh, salvo.
Oh, salvo me.
So could I salvo you twice if you attack me twice? Yeah.
I don't see why not.
All right, so I'll salvo here. 1 hit.
Okay. And then...
Oh, no, yeah, it makes sense how it all moves. It's just funny when you get into this boat of, like, we're all there, and then we can't slow down. So we just crash into each other. Like, I don't know. I just don't see that a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4.
But honestly, I guess knowing you went first, I might have been okay to move at 1.
Or 2.
Well, I moved at 2, and then it was hard for me to maneuver around this.
Yeah, but
I might have been okay to move at 1 and just go really slow.
I'm not going to
as
fire
you
the
come at
second
me.
time, but I will try to ram you.
Okay.
Can I ram you?
Does it matter?
It would have just put a damage on you, but no, I can't ram you.
Yeah.
I guess I could have yawed 2. Would yawing 2 have rammed you? No, because it would just put me here. So interesting point. I don't know. This is pretty much a draw from what it looks like, but checking the rules for future reference so people know, certain size ships.
Yeah, it's only the massive ship.
Only the not the Chimera?
Yeah.
I know it's not that ship. I think the Chimera too, no?
Yeah, it's not in this document. It's in the other one, but it was saying for whatever that large ship is called, huge ships, if you have half damage on them, you get half points. Yeah.
But not the Chimera, you don't think? Because the Chimeras, put that on the board. That thing is like...
Yeah, no, these are large, right?
So is this considered medium?
Medium, yep. This is a medium ship.
So large, medium, small. Okay.
I think. I don't know if it says on here, does it?
So what did you have left for points on the board?
70. So
And
you
I
did
had
133 to me. And you have what, 74 plus your cards?
82.
So I did 100 and... So, I mean, you definitely won.
Close,
but it's just
though.
funny if I could just take down one more ship.
If I could have flown any worse and damaged myself more.
Yeah. Yeah, I should get the big ship, though, before we...
Yeah, no, it's definitely an interesting... I like it. And it's different enough from X-Wing that I enjoy playing both for different reasons.
Are you ready?
What would have happened there?
It is funny how it's huge, and it's even huge compared to this, but it's not like it's 10 of these.
Right, well, because that's already a massive ship, right?
Yeah.
What's this, a mile long, give or take?
Yeah, something, yeah.
So this like a 3 mile long ship,
Yeah,
give or take?
it's gigantic. So, yeah, just the funny parts are like the ramming just doesn't really feel like Star Wars. Now, in Rogue One, they get those hammerheads and they start ramming, but like it feels like that ship is made to do that. But in Clone Wars,
they've rammed the ship. I mean, they have done it in the series enough.
And they drove this into the Death Star. Mm-hmm. And I want to say the squadrons feel annoying because you have these like really powerful starfighters that like just run around. They can't really destroy a ship.
They could,
but they can't be hit, which is thematic, so that works well. But I wanted to say, like, it's annoying that a starfighter can take down a ship, and I was like, okay, that's incredibly Star Wars thematic.
Right. I mean,
so
an X-wing took down the Death Star, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's so like that's fine. It's cool. It's more. I mean, it's cool to have like a boatload of squadrons and feel like, okay, go surround that ship and take it down.
But look at this compared to now. We're not on the full table in camera, but when you look at the full 6x3,
yeah, our table goes.
This ship would not be able to do a lot of maneuver.
Yeah. Well, it can't even maneuver.
Well, you have to.
I think there's start like this or something.
General that takes damage to give it a maneuver or something.
Yeah, but it's got 10 dice in the front, and its arc is huge, right? That's where I was running into issues with this ship.
Yeah, your arc is terrible.
Arc is really tiny, but it's 3 dice from the side and 4 dice from the front, so it's not like it's a big deal in terms of that. But yeah, the arc is way tinier.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a fun game.
Nice.
It is interesting. I don't know, like, I think I would have been in rough shape if objectives were on the board, depending on the objective, like if you were able to sit your big ship.
Right.
You know, in both games we've played with the Republic anyways, this ship looks beefy, but it really isn't.
No.
It's a glass cannon to some extent.
Well, and even points-wise, it's not.
Right, but it's kind of a glass cannon.
Is it 50 points or 60 points?
Where are you?
You tossed the card somewhere?
It is 71.
Oh, that's pretty big then. Mine was 70.
Yeah, but it's a glass cannon, right? Like it doesn't...
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm rolling, compared to you, I'm rolling...
You had a lot of I mean, it took
2,
all
2,
3
2.
of
Don't you have 3 on the sides?
You were able to take down my 2 hard cells while I was focusing on taking that down. I was down to 1 ship by the time I took that down.
But don't you have 3 shields on your sides?
I do have 3 shields on my sides.
And he has 2.
Yeah.
And his defense isn't as... What was your defense? Did you have the same as me?
I mean, I know what you're saying because you get 6 dice and I only have 4. So right there, you've got a ton.
Right, but I have a little bit less... I'm also less maneuverable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like both times I've played with this has just been a target and there's no reason for it not to be, and it just blows up.
Yeah, the other weird part with the squadrons, like I had squadrons there, but they were totally just points for you to blow up. I did a few points of damage.
You did a few damage.
I guess it's nice to get to the place where you got no shields. I mean, there were very few points, but it's funny because I was basically firing once on a turn, but you were able to fire twice, where sometimes you're firing 2 times at the little starfighters.
Right. I also took...
Maybe I just needed to stay away from those ones.
Well, and knowing that I wasn't going to have starfighters, I took the ship that had the 2 blue.
Right.
So it's essentially it fires at starfighters better than it fires at ships from its side.
Right.
So from that,
So probably I needed to steer clear of these and stay in the front of your ship.
Yeah.
I think if I stayed in the front of this ship and just picked on that and not let them have shots, I would have done better.
Because this is where this was my thought process for if I'm not going to take squadrons, I need to take small ships that can hit squadrons more easily.
Yeah. And that kind of stuff can be frustrating to me. Like sometimes we'd be playing these games and it's like, oh, we're going to play twice this year. So one game I'm going to play the Separatists and I'm going to be like, oh, I should do that next time. And the second game, there's not even anything related to that.
Right.
But we've started to play games like this like 10, 12,
right. I mean, this is already my 5th play of Armada since we've started playing between you and Mike. So
you actually do learn, and that's awesome. Like when you can get into a game like that, right? Lifestyle games or whatever. So
and knowing that
done
COVID,
so much more of
hoping, hoping that COVID is coming to a close at least midway through this year, I'm going to make a 10 by 10 list. I might wait a couple of months to make it to see where I land, but this is one I want to put on my 10 by 10.
Was this year supposed to be minis games, or was that the year before?
This year was supposed to be, but it just, with COVID.
Yeah.
And I actually did play a lot of minis games.
But were you trying to play 100 minis games? Was that your goal?
I'd have to go back and look at my list to see how close I was, but if you count this and...
I helped you out with Rebellion, Skytear, Armada, Legion. I didn't play. I played
God Tier. I played a lot of X-Wing, some God Tier.
X-Wing you played a lot. I did not play that with you.
Yeah, and I played a couple other minis games. Super Fantasy Brawl. I don't count that as a minis, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Super Fantasy Brawl. I've played 5 or 6 times. So I definitely got some games in. But
it's interesting though. Super Fantasy Brawl you count, but Unmatched you don't, and it's literally the same thing. Play cards from a deck of cards.
Yeah, but no, Unmatched is all cards. And you just have a mini representing.
Because they have no stats, is that what you're saying?
Right, yeah. The minis, you're choosing what minis to play, multiple minis, and then it's just actions, and it's the card representing the mini. So it's a little, I get your point, but yeah, Unmatched is, to me, more of a card game. But it's you don't even get to maneuver the card game like Skytear. But I love Unmatched.
All right.
So Star Wars.
Oh, I don't have a screen for that. Okay. I don't have the main camera up here, so we'll sign off from here because it got flip-flopped. So in terms of all that, but
let's say we had a few people watching, so thank you. It's appreciated.
All right, everybody, thank you so much. At 5:30, 6:30 in about an hour, we're going to play The Few and Cursed, which is a game that we've really enjoyed from Rock Manor Games. So you can come back and check that out. Actually, hold it here. Deck builder, Western. This appealed to me a lot more than Western Legends, personally, in terms of all that. So, yeah, come back and check that out. But in terms of Star Wars Armada, I think these are okay places to buy in right now. They feel a little limited, but when you're just trying to learn the game, especially if you have one other person to play with.
And if 2 people are getting in for the first time, getting a Separatist and a Republic is perfect.
And you don't have to trade, which you have to do with the original ones, which is nice.
Which was annoying. For this one, you could really say, hey, I want to get... The only annoyance is if you were someone who was going to buy both factions to begin with.
Right.
The old starter is a better deal because you get some Rebellion, some Empire. You get the dice you need.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas this, you're going to have extra stuff if you buy 2 starters.
Honestly, 2 of these isn't a big deal. But, of course, if you're playing with somebody who has them, double sets of dice isn't a big deal.
Right.
So it's really just like cards, tokens that get doubled up because they give you a lot of command dials and speed dials and all that stuff.
More than you'll ever need.
The other thing that we didn't account is they added a thing with pass tokens. If I only had these 2 ships and Larry had these 3, first off, he'd be dead in the water. Secondly... I would get a pass token. They tried to negate what they saw with some tournaments where people would show up with 8 little tiny ships and try to just use activations to win. Because that's what happens, right, is they kind of make this one scales in points over this one, but the less points you get just being a ship and having to be shot at, right? If you stay in the front arc, I can only shoot 1 ship.
Well, more importantly, too, I think what happens is you only have 3 defense tokens.
Right. Yeah, that's a good
So
point.
when I'm only firing at you with
1
2 ships,
2 dice, 1 dice,
you use them.
dice.
But if I'm firing at you with 8 ships, let's say 12 times, let's say 8 ships can hit you twice, and 4 ships can hit you twice, 4 ships can hit you once.
Yeah,
your defense tokens are somewhat negligible at that point.
That's a good point. And you don't want to be coughing them up in round 2.
Right. You don't want to use it.
You're going down around 3 or 4. You're discarding them, which I really like that element. That's a great element of the game. Those tokens, and then finally when you know you're going down, you just toss them.
It is
to get the double.
The one thing and maybe it's just because of this starter, I feel like there's more cards that add attacking ability but not defense ability.
Yeah.
And maybe that changes when you have all the card access of the original
Well, these
set.
have a lot of defense ability.
Okay, because I like that too.
Right. I see what you're saying. You put this ship out there and you wanted this ship to survive, but
I had no defense cards to put on it, but I had offense cards, so sure, I added die. And that focus fire is pretty neat because why not? If I have a big front arc and I'm not worried about shooting from my sides.
Yeah, no, that was impressive. Especially if you could still shoot squadrons.
And I'm trying to say that was a 8-point upgrade.
Yeah.
Which you don't have to, the whole thing with this is you have to spend a token to untap it. But if I don't untap it, it's always focused. So that's not terrible.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I don't think so. I think it just stays like that. But I'm intrigued if there's some form of, why would you untap it?
Because all of a sudden
you want to get the fire back from the side. Right.
Yeah.
And you got to pay a token to do it, which is interesting. So, all right. Well, that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We've been dying to get Armada to the table. It took us till 2021. But until next time, I'm the Brandt.
I'm Larry.
And we hope you step
into the portal.
Bye, everybody.
Take care.
May the force be with you.
I always want to say, and also with you.
Yeah.
And then a reading from the book of.